And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Gonna run it. It's Johnson. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Anderson. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Has the first down and more. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Canes begin a new series here. 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. 3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. And the quarterback just sneaks it. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I'll tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Anderson. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Across midfield. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Trying to create outside the pocket now. Makes the grab. It's Law. They're able to get him down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
They'll hand it off. Running with purpose. The Hurricanes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. On the ground, it's Johnson. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
To throw, it's Anderson. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
The end of the first quarter with the score LSU 7, Miami 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Try and muscle for the first down. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Canes with 1st and 10 here. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne,
Got a lane. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Canes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set.
They're going to score with a run to the right. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Return man forced out at the 12. Not a good return and not good field position. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to find some room. It's Robertson. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Second down play coming up. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Robertson. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll try the option play here. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. It's a shotgun run call. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Shotgun formation here on third down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution of that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense, it puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
First down here for this offense. To the air, it's Anderson. Pressure is coming. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. It's a risky pass. He gets away with it. Almost the 2nd interception for this defense today. And the Canes will have to kick it away on a punt out for the first time today. Be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Anderson. On the run here. Lets it go. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. He fires this throw. It is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. To throw, it's Anderson. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lofting it toward the left sideline. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. He's at the 50. Now the 40. At the 20. Going the other way, can they stop him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Return man forced out at the 12. Not a good return and not good field position. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to throw it again. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a play by this quarterback. You're talking about third down. This is a critical time in this game, and he comes up with that play against this coverage. Everything's covered, uses his legs for not only a first down, but a touchdown.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Breaking free at the 35. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Got it.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Anderson. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now.
Get set.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Receiver in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the out route. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. From the shotgun, drops back. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the foot.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the 2nd half. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down Down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
On 1st down, it's play action. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. And the beatdown continues. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
LSU 35, Miami 7.
Bringing it out, it's Washington. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback.
Take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 35, Miami 7.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Anderson. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Finds his man. It's Johnson.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
That completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw yet again. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. It's a short return. And for this defense. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And looking for a big play here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Bringing pressure. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
I'll flip back to the QB. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Man, how'd you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now, with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Let's it fly to the wideout. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. They're trying to run it with the option. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Nope, he is stopped short. The defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Hurricanes offense retakes the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown for the U. It was a foot race and he won it.
That's a play that makes your jaw touch the floor. The pass and catch to take it the distance on one play is definitely an offensive coordinator's dream.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Offense on the field to take over. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the 2nd half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks up about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. Offense is back on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. Pitches to the back. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pocket breaking down. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Extra point knocked right down the middle.
LSU 49, Miami 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Set to kick it away.
Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And he throws his third interception of the day. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. And now the first play of this drive, they're set up at the 37. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. This pass is incomplete, 0-0 on the clock. That's it. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides.